It's really late, but this is when I always get called to do a yap sesh. So, yap sesh. This one about the law of the seed. I kind of just made this up, but I think about this all the time. So, let me just start with a while ago. I wanted to grow my own cucumbers to make pickles. And so what I did was, as you do, I planted a seed. And then, I watered the seed and it grew into a little sprout. And then I took the sprout. It was 2 sprouts, but I took the sprouts and I planted them both in pots. And then I put them up against this post that's holding up my stairs. And I had this vision. And the vision was, I'll throw the video on here. Alright, this was the vision. Like, he's grabbing onto this stick, and he's gonna climb up this stick, and then climb up this thing, and then go down the stairs, and there's gonna be cucumbers dripping off the stairs. And this one, look, he's reaching his little hand out. He's gonna have to find this, and then crawl up this, and then go up. And so I'm gonna have cucumbers dripping down my stairs, yay. So the vision was to have one vine go up the stairs and one go down. And, I posted it on my story. And Leaf was like, how you finna get the plant to grow down? And I was like, because I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna poke it through the thing and make it go down. I don't know. It's not gonna be hard. But I wanted one to go up and one to go down so I could have cucumbers dripping off my stairs. That was the vision. And then, so it took a couple weeks, but now the cucumbers are certainly doing exactly what I thought they would do, exactly what I wanted. But the only thing is, I thought that cucumbers, when they were growing, just grew one vine that the cucumbers, grew off of. But it turns out it grows one big vine and like 10 small vines that grow off of the vine. I'm about to walk through this darkness. Let me pause it. So, I thought it was just one vine that was going to go cucumbers on it, but it's actually one vine with like 10 vines that are all growing cucumbers on it. And I also, one time, I was trying to tie it up with this string, and I accidentally guillotine sliced its head off. And so I took the head that I sliced off and I put it into a little bottle with water. And I took a picture of it and I sent it to ChatGPT, and I was like, can you propagate a cucumber cutting in water to grow a new plant? And it was like, I don't know about that. That's uncharted territory. I mean, people could do that, but they need rooting hormone, and they need, I don't know, it's probably gonna fail. And I was like, man, get out of here. And so I just kept changing the water in the bottle, and eventually this beautiful root formed, and now I have 3 cucumber plants that are all going to have 10 beautiful vines. See, this one I'm gonna put on the left side of my stairs. Let me show you guys real quick. So this is the one that was in the bottle. This is little Rock Lee. That's what I named him, because he persevered through tough times. I decapitated him. Look, he's about to grow a flower. He's gonna be a healthy little plant. And so yeah, that's Rock Lee. Maggie named these. I'm gonna have to ask her. I know this one's Donovan, but check this out. Look at that thing. It's going all the way up there. And this one is going all the way down. Exactly how I envisioned it. Only cooler and better. And look at that baby. There's a couple on here. I just picked 2. I have 2 inside. I'm probably gonna eat them for breakfast tomorrow. Oh, look at that one. That one's big. That one's pretty big. I'll probably harvest that one tomorrow. But yeah, so you're probably wondering, what is the law of the seed? What is the law of the seed? When are you gonna get? Okay, the law of the seed. Anything, whether it be a plant, whether it be an idea, it's a seed, which is just, a small package with great potential. And when you nurture it and you put energy towards it, it has no choice but to flourish and become great. And so, just like my cucumber plant, this is my favorite example. My cucumber plant was just a seed, and in my imagination, I had this grand vision. Well, before I had the vision of them going up my stairs, I just really wanted, I just wanted a cucumber plant. And then it started growing. And then I was like, you know what, I want to grow it up the stairs. So the vision evolves with the growth of the seed. And then basically, every seed you plant is going to surprise you somehow in ways that you could have never possibly imagined. And so whether it be a plant or whether it be an idea, it's the same thing. You just put energy towards it, and then it has no choice but to flourish. And without a doubt, it will always surprise you in numerous ways that you couldn't have possibly imagined. And this happens to me with everything in my life, and there's no exception. And it's really just, I like to call it divine poetry. It's like my entire life is a big poem, and it always surprises me with ways that I could have never imagined, why it's more fire than that's just my favorite thing ever. Being the conscious, deliberate creator of your reality, you choose to bring things into the physical plane, and without a doubt, they're always going to be way cooler than you imagined. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 18 different ways why it's cooler than you imagined. And that's how you can be sure that that's the meaning of life. We forever remain incomplete. As soon as you get to the point that you imagined that you would get to, you're going to have new desires. And then you just have to put energy towards those, and they're going to surprise you with 10 ways why they're cooler than you could have imagined. And it just keeps happening and keeps happening, and it's just amazing. That's what life's all about. And that is the law of the seed. I'm out.